Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be trimming these full brows. I'm going to show you how I get rid of these overgrown monsters on my face. So let's just jump into it. Alright, first you're going to want to start out with your normal brow routine products. So I use a spoolie brush and Tarte Busy Gal brows. I just fill in my brows really lightly with a tinted brow gel. So you're going to need those and a pair of scissors, an eyebrow trimming scissors or regular scissors, and a pair of your favorite tweezers. Alright, so first you're just going to want to go through your normal brow routine and fill them in how you would normally. And here you want to make sure you're getting the shape that you want, even though you may not cover all of your brow hairs. That's especially important because we're going to be trimming a lot of them off today, so just fill them to your standards. You could see that tail is insane right there. I just want to cut all those hairs off today. Those two, yeah, just in the front there, we don't want those. So the tail on this brow is actually pretty good. I don't know if I did some in-between maintenance, but I actually quite like the shape of the tail on my left eyebrow. And as you're going through, you may see some spots that need a little bit touching up with your brow products, and that's totally fine. You may just want to update and alter the shape of your brows as we go, and that's totally fine. So we're going to start off by plucking all of the hairs underneath and over top of your brows that you don't want. So this is a pretty easy process. You're just going to want to get a close mirror or just get as close to your regular mirror as possible and go through. This is a very tedious process, but by tweezing these rather than like shaving them off, you're actually stunting their growth for a longer period of time. Alright, and you can see brushing through those hairs, we see all those hairs we don't want. You could hold a pair of tweezers right up to your brows to kind of see where you want to cut. I like to personally hold with my fingers while I cut, but then you just want to go slowly and start trimming off the tip top of those hairs. So don't go all in right at the beginning, just go really slow and then let go and check in the mirror and see what your progress is like. And then if you need to go back in for any touch-ups, you can go right back in, and that makes this very foolproof if you just take it nice and easy and just trim at your own pace. Right, and I'm just brushing through here, and you're going to want to do the same thing with the tail here. I'm going to show you the tail on the other brow just because it is a lot worse than this one, obviously. Alright, so just start again by swiping up those brow hairs. Oh my gosh, look at that forest. That is just insane. I have no idea what I've been doing with my life, honestly. So you can do something similar here, lining up tweezers or your finger as like a cutting line to kind of like give you a safety point so you don't cut all your hairs off and you trim them, within like something reasonable. But here I'm just checking. You want to double check as you go to see your progress. And once you're at a point where you think you're done, you go and take a makeup wipe and just wipe off all of the brow product that you put on there to admire your handiwork. Of course, this isn't the end-all be-all to your brow routine. Unless you got them perfect on the first try, good for you. I personally don't, so over the next couple of days, you might want to take a tweezer and tweeze some of those extra hairs off or trim some individual hairs. That's totally normal. I mean, with full brows, you have hairs in there that might be so long even after going through this brow routine. So it's just a work in progress, and you always want to be working on your brows. And, having full brows is a crazy journey. I personally plucked off all of my brow hairs in the 6th grade, and I regret it, so I really prefer trimming and plucking just the excess rather than going in and plucking all of my brow hairs. It just keeps them nice and full for a longer period of time. And if you do mess up during this routine, just remember your brow hairs do grow back. There is no point of no return, especially along your regular brow line. Like if you trim too short, that's okay because your brows will always grow back. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!